family and friends like coming into my house, like making comments about, oh, how big my house is, and like negative comments, oh, how are you going to afford this? Michelle looking to buy first time next year. I'm clueless and everyone has put me off. Michelle, don't listen to them, honestly. Like, listen to Dean.
Honestly, I sold my flat right last year as the mortgage market was crashing. I was on the news talking about it. I was on BBC Scotland. I was on the 7. I was on the 9. I know, big superstar, not.
I'm just so proud.
Live TV. I was absolutely cat myself. Anyway, everybody's got an opinion in housing. Everybody's an expert, right? Everyone's an economist. I bought my house, right? I'll tell you, it's not that. It is not that. It is out in the sticks, semi-detached, and I overpaid for it. I know I overpaid for it, but it's what I wanted. And I was like, oh, the outside looks a bit ugly with the rough cast. I'm not a big fan of rough cast. Am I sitting outside the now looking at my house?
Exactly. And I think, like, see what Michelle's saying, like, everybody putting you off, honestly, and I mean this, like, because I got it so much, right, and it was, like, even after I'd bought my house, right, I would get people, like, family and friends, like, coming into my house, like, making comments about, oh, how big my house is, and, like, negative comments, oh, how are you going to afford this? And I'm like, well, I've got the mortgage, like, and I can afford it, but see all these people, Michelle, it's just because they haven't done it. It's because they haven't put the deposit together, they haven't went and bought a house, no matter what size of house it is. Like, you're buying your first house, like, just go for it. That's honestly the biggest advice I could give you. And the reason, everyone does it differently, so some of my friends bought like a starter home for their first home and then they've moved a few times, which is fine. Me and my ex bought a 4-bedroom detached house because we'd been in the flats, we'd rented for years, we'd been together for like 7 years at this point, so we wanted to buy an investment.